Alright, so look at this. Let's get this started. Well, how's it going on, guys? This is a podcast run by Heath17 Bar, and I'm co-working with my friend at Tina_Davidson7. I think that's your username, correct?
Huh?
What's your username?
It's Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you for a second.
Oh, it's all good. So, I think we'll talk about the She Believes tournament to start. What were your thoughts on the tournament?
Wow. I'd have to say that, because of the time differences, I didn't get to watch all the games live.
Yeah.
But the games I did watch, I think, I don't know, you could say I'm disappointed, but, yeah, I'm disappointed, you could say that, yeah, because, after all this, winning streak and all the hype, around Alex Morgan with the 100th goal, I was stoked to watch this new tournament because the last one was so good, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think it was good that we didn't win every single game in this tournament, because it kind of gives us a chance to look at, we did amazing last year. That's great, but this is 2019. Let's look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, where can we grow? Where can we evolve?
Yeah. I think they played well, and it just wasn't their game for the first two. Tobin did great in all the games, though. I will not lie. Tobin was amazing.
Tobin's always amazing.
Yeah. But I think part of the problem for us was the lineups and just getting flanked with some injuries that happened, like Kelly O'Hare not being able to play all the games. Yeah, that was a big issue for us, I think. Injury. Haran being out definitely affected everything. One of the players I thought we should...
Also Jill Ellis.
What's up?
I said also Jill Ellis.
Oh my god, I can't.
Although, I think, I like to think she knows what she's doing, and I just can't see it, you know?
Yeah. Well, what I think is, she's coached for a reason. There's obviously some reason, and whoever decided it, I don't think they understand soccer. That's nothing against Jill, I guess. She has some potential. Obviously, that's why she's coaching it. But I don't think she knows the players as well as we'd like to think she does, as well as we do. And it affects a lot.
As we do. I'd like to hope she does.
Well, yeah, I think we all would.
I don't like to use the word hope, though.
No, same. But, what do I gotta say? How am I gonna word this? The lineups aren't the best from her, always. I think if we look...
Press.
Huh?
Christian Press.
Yes, Christian Press. She should have started every game in the She Believes tournament. I think if you look at the very last game of She Believes versus Brazil, where we won 1-0, that was a intense. They made some good chances for Brazil did. But Christian Press and Mallory Pugh, I think, not that Jill would have known this at the start of the game, because there's no way she would have, but I think they should have been flipped. I think Press should have started it and Pugh should have ended it, because if you look at Press's style this year, or I don't know, I just recently got into soccer, but from what I can tell is her style from this year, she's more of a fast-paced player, and that game was very fast-paced in the beginning, and I think Pugh should have went in the second half, not that Jill would have known that anyway.
I know I think about Pugh, but I agree with you, with Press.
Mm-hmm.
Although maybe we do need, a strengthening player for the second half. I don't think there's anyone else that could do that except for Press.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm not sure,
No, I agree.
I'm just sad, like, Lindsay Moran was hurt.
Yeah, that affected a lot. A ton.
What do you think about the new kids?
That's what I was gonna ask. Next, here's my thing with the new kids. They're good and all, but they're very, very bland, and that's just me. Because, like, I know there's a deeper meaning behind the kids, and if you're an average viewer, you're not gonna know that. That's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like, listening to the players talking about that, like, Julie Foudy, that interview, it made me really like them. I didn't hate them, like, I didn't get it, but now I do, you know?
Yeah. No, they're good
Like,
kids.
at first sight, it was, like, too white for me, but then I saw the socks, and I was like, ooh, I need to get my hands on those socks.
Yeah, the socks are nice. I just think they're a bit bland. I like the idea. I like the simplicity of it. For me, I'm not like the person who just likes very simple designs. I do like the simplicity of it for the white jerseys. I like the back too. The back's pretty cool. It's got like a bunch of stars on it, right? I could be wrong.
The 3 stars and all of the U.S. states, like, on the back.
Yeah, I like it. I just think if you're more than an average viewer, you'll know it. But if you're not gonna understand that until they explain it to you. The red jerseys are pretty nice. I really like those.
Yeah, they are. But
Go ahead.
I like them, like, from the start.
Yeah, when I saw them mock up.
They were leaked, like, 3 months ago.
Yeah, I know, right? When I saw them mock up, I was like, yo, these are actually pretty dope. And then I saw the white ones before the meeting came out, and I was like, what are we doing? What else? The Portland Thorns released their jerseys yesterday. What'd you think of those ones? Or whenever they released them?
Wow. I really don't like them. Like, I really don't like them. Not the Thorns, the jerseys. I really do like the Thorns.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll grow on them, like, throughout the season, but right now I look at them and I'm like, who ran over you?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
I think the Thorns jerseys, along with the U.S. jerseys, they're both, like, unless you don't pay super close attention to them, you're not gonna know the meaning of them. Because I watched the interview with the Thorns jersey, the thing that they launched them on. They're like, it's really cool because it's supposed to be like.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, so the idea is that it's supposed to be like smoke. So whenever they score a goal in the stadium, they release smoke. So it's supposed to be like you're taking the fans with them, which I appreciate. Like, if you're a diehard Thorns fan, you're gonna know that, and people are gonna respect that. But if you're not gonna understand it, and you're just gonna think it's a decent design. I think the white ones are pretty cool. I like the white ones. They're also very fairly bland as well, and they're very simple. I don't know. I'm probably just biased towards the Thorns, though.
I like them too.
Yeah.
Although I don't really have a favorite NWSL club because, like, I'm not from the US. I just watch it because I like women's soccer.
Yeah. No, yeah, you know who I really like? I'm starting to grow me is the Royals. I wasn't really I was like, oh, Utah, like, why them? Why not somewhere else? And I don't know, they're starting to grow on me. I like Utah. I like the Royals now.
The thing is that I don't really care about faces because I don't really know them. I look at the teams, I look at the game. I just like watching it.
Yeah, it's different if you're not from the U.S., I'd imagine.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see, what else we have?
It's the time difference.
Yes.
All the games
are like
between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's gotta suck. What did you think about this incoming lawsuit that the USWNT is having against the United States Soccer? I think it's the Soccer Federation. I'm not sure what it's called. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my god, I was so happy to see this. Like, finally, the players are standing up against, like, the U.S. soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Saying what they have to say.
Yeah.
And see it on the front page of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that gave me chills.
I know, yeah, from Alex Morgan's story.
Something's happening.
Yeah, it's good. For those of you guys, let me just say this about myself. For those of you guys who don't know this, I have been a bigger supporter of women's sports than men's because I grew up with three moms and no father. So I just always gravitated more towards women's sports because those were my role models my entire life. So I just respect women a lot more than most other men do. So I can clarify that. People are like, "Oh, this dude's a guy," and da 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 da. But the way the legal system works in the United States is if there's a lawsuit underneath something or any sort of law, if they can win this case, in which they will, because it was signed in the Bill of Rights, not to get all technical, but every other women's sport in the United States can go ahead and do this now because they're going to be like, look, this is what happened for women's soccer, and you can't not do this because we're a different sport. We're still a sport because it happened in the past. So it's great on all platforms for all women's sports. It'll really help them get paid more and get paid fairly, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, as long as
and hopefully next thing is worldwide, because I don't even know about my country's women's soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it exists. Maybe it does. I have no idea.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say my biggest main grudge was them having when they made when they like called for the lawsuit, they wanted a jury trial, and I was like, I don't know why you'd call for a jury trial, because I could be wrong. I think that goes to the Supreme Court because it's an injustice of the Bill of Rights, which is our highest law of the land in the United States. But I just think a jury trial is kind of a risky move because as much as people say your bias isn't supposed to be involved, sometimes it still happens, and that's out of your control. I get it's in control of the people, and that's what you want, but some people's bias can get involved.
I just think they're right, and nobody can say they aren't, because they are, and there's no other possibility. Like, what could go wrong?
No, I agree.
Like, why would that be a problem?
Oh,
it just had to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Oh, yeah. I agree. You never know with the system over here. It's not the best in the world, I will say. Yeah.
Well, I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. What else do we? I had like this whole list, and I left it at school. So, the things I wanted to cover. Got through a good amount of them. Let's just go over to, are you excited for the, not that you're gonna watch it, no, we already touched on it a little bit, but are you excited for the, I think it's NWSL, I think I got that right, to start up? Not that you're gonna be able to really see it well, but...
Ooh, well, just so you know, I am gonna see parts of it, some games that I really want to watch.
Yeah, of course.
With an alarm clock. It's a really bad day after it, but I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited, and I'm not going to buy any merch because worldwide shipping is extremely expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to look at the prices and I really hope to see, like, what happens with the NC College, because last season I was not expecting that. And this year I don't know what I want to see. I just want to see good soccer.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And Tierna Davidson. I want to see Tierna Davidson.
Oh yeah, you love her.
I love her.
I'm hoping that this year, and no offense to anybody who is a fan of the Courage, I actually am not gonna lie. In the 3 months I've been here on Instagram, I really haven't met someone who's a fan of the Courage. I hope that they don't.
Me neither, you know?
Yeah, there's like, everyone's just like, oh, they're too good to be fans of them. I hope they don't completely slaughter this year like they did last year.
Yeah. I like Abby Ursay.
Yeah, and closer games are obviously funner to watch. I hope that Portland can pull it together and beat the Thorns. Not that that made no sense. I hope Portland can beat themselves, beat the Courage this year, And I hope that Sky Blue can also pull it together and do really good this year. Because I don't want to see them get cut like the Breakers. What are you doing? Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm making a
I want
podcast.
to see the Washington Spirit,
Yeah.
Because, okay, but that's kind of biased because I really like the Stanford program.
Mm-hmm.
Because I watch the NCAAs, sadly.
Yeah.
I know it's shameful, but I do.
The college level?
Mm-hmm.
Like the college?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this year. My team's UCLA and North Carolina.
Oh, shit.
The Tar Heels.
I really like Stanford. So, Washington Spirit has Andy Sullivan.
Yep.
And and Tegan McGrady.
Yeah.
And I really want to see what they do together because they already have chemistry.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch them.
Jordan DiBiase, oh my god, I forgot about her.
I don't know the players' names.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, all three of them played for the Cardinals together.
Oh, okay.
Last
year?
Two years ago. Mm-hmm. And I really want to see their chemistry together on the Washington Spirit.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch it play out, especially any player coming from one team going to another, coming from like the college level, going to a team where they have former players that they've played with or coming with teammates that already have that chemistry. It'll be fun to really watch that happen and then watch them transition over. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
And I want to see if that lifts them up a little bit.
Of course.
Washington Spirit, don't die on me.
No, I don't think so. I think if anyone's going first, unfortunately, it will be Sky Blue.
Yeah.
It's just sad to say that.
Are you the one from Jersey?
I'm the one from Massachusetts, so I'm upset the Breakers folded, and I'm pretty upset about it.
Ooh, Breakers is a sad story.
Oh, I know. I was like, I'm gonna start my campaign soon. I'll be like, bring back the Breakers.
Yeah, it's always a sign. Bring back the Breakers.
I'll pull up outside of Boston. And I'll be like, bring them back, damn it. We'll pull somebody. Right. We'll pull somebody from the national team. We'll throw them on there.
What? I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, someone texted, someone tweeted something at my phone vibrated. I said, we'll pull someone from the national team, put them on the Breakers team, and we'll just, hopefully something good will happen.
Like the Red Stars.
Yeah. Oh, Red Stars are one of my favorite teams, too. I just like Chicago in general.
They have, I hope I'm getting this right, but, the most national players.
Are they? I thought you could only have...
team.
I thought you could only have 3. I could be wrong. I thought that was, some sort of rule.
Alison and Juliet and Shanna Davidson. Are there more? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. No, yeah. Alright, so, what do you think about... Let's go back to the National League. We're kind of going all over the place here, people. But let's go back over to...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. We can do whatever. Let's go back up to the National League real quick, and let's see, what are you hoping for when we play against Australia?
Ooh, shit, I really like Australia too.
Yeah?
Yeah, but obviously I'm not rooting for them.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see a nice game.
Of course. That's all we can hope for. I'm hoping that we see Press, I don't know if we will, considering Haran will probably be back by then, and so I don't know what we're going to see. But I feel like I want to see Press in the lineup for once.
And I want them to get their confidence back.
Yes, I do too. And I think with them training right now for the NWSL, that'll help them gain fitness, because if you think about it, they all went to camps, but now they're coming back and they're going to preseason training, which means their fitness will only go up instead of down.
Mid-season games.
Yeah, that too.
Mid-season call-ups. Yeah.
I hope we see... Alright, I don't know where she'd go on this, but I hope we see Ali Long get called up too.
What's it with her?
I don't know. Jill called her up to training camps and then never used her. And I was like, okay, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, like, why? It's like Danica Africa, just like 5 years later.
Yeah.
10 years later.
Yeah. I saw it on Twitter. I was like, she got pulled up, and I was like, yes, let's go. We'll have her in the lineup. It'll be amazing. It'll be great. And then like the lineups got released, and I was like, wait, what the hell? And then like no, even before that, like camps, and I was like, where is Allie Long?
I just hope Kelly O'Hara doesn't get hurt again.
Same. Kelly's a beast. So
wow.
good.
I like her so much. She's like my favorite player.
She's in my top.
Like my absolute favorite player.
She's my second favorite. She's in my top 3, so it goes Tobin, Kelly, Press.
Oh yeah, Tobin. Shit, it's hard picking.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what I want.
Yeah, but yeah. What else was I gonna say? I keep on having these like great ideas. I keep forgetting them. Damn.
I just don't know how to speak.
Hey, that's what happens.
Guess you noticed that.
Yeah. What else I want to? What I was gonna say is I want to see somebody other than Alex Morgan be the captain.
Like Megan Rapinoe?
Yeah, or Tobin maybe, and literally not literally anybody else, but somebody who definitely deserves it. Rapinoe would deserve it.
Yeah.
Rapinoe was amazing too. Yeah.
Let's talk about the goalkeeper issue.
Oh my god. Dude, Harris was amazing the other night when we played.
Alright, now when you've mentioned Harris, let's talk about the thing.
Oh yeah, she's getting married, right? She's engaged? It's official?
Yeah, to Ali Krieger.
Woo!
It's not like we didn't know, but
yeah,
it's nice having a confirmation.
Yeah, it's like yeah, we know. It's like someone, what was it? I saw this meme and it was like one of them posted it like a while ago and everyone's like, yeah, we already know this, and then I don't know who, I didn't like look into the meme real quick, I just like glanced it, and then the other one posted it and everyone was like, oh my god!
When that article went on and I read it, I was like, yeah, I know, and then they said they were together for 9 years, and I was like, what? 9 years? You've been hiding this for 9 years.
Props to them for keeping it secret though, especially when people are looking into them like that, you know what I mean? It's like,
I wouldn't be able to do that either.
It's like Preef, like everyone knows it's happening, but they're still keeping it secret somehow. Like it's not Go ahead.
I was a little skeptic at the beginning, but then I saw the thing with the shorts, and then the thing with the sunset, and then they were always together, but not taking pictures together.
Yeah, it was.
And like, come on. What are you trying to hide? Like, we already know.
Yeah, they know. They're just messing with us. They're just enjoying themselves, messing with us. I think it's hilarious, actually. It's so funny because it's like Tobin was signed into Christian's Instagram account, and she was like taking pictures of like Christian sleeping, and I was like, "Yo, what?" Go ahead. The whole thing started right when I like kind of came in, like I made my account. It was like literally the next day, and Christian released the thing where she was like, "New perspective, new me," and da 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 da. And I was like, "Wait!" I was like, I didn't understand. I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then yeah.
I can hear you.
What's that? You're breaking up. What was that? Still there?
I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's see what the problem is here. Ooh, we got a call again. Shitty connection. There we go.
Shit. What's up? I can't.
Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, we had some technical difficulties, folks. No, I was saying, right when I came in, it was like when Kristen released her thing, where she was like, new year, new me, new perspective, new da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, the thing with being sober? Like, I didn't know she had issues with that.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I didn't know she had that problem.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't read this.
She posted something about, like, 1 year sober or whatever, and I was like, what? Have you had issues with being sober? Aren't you, like, an athlete?
Hey, man, demons affect us all.
Huh?
Demons affect everybody in different ways, you know? Like, I know my personality. I know I get very addictive to certain things. So I try to avoid everything. Yeah, I didn't know that either, actually, until you literally just said it, because I haven't... Here's my thing, is I'll look at stuff, but I won't read everything I see.
No, I'm not disrespecting, like, in any way.
No,
I have problems with this myself, but, like, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I didn't read that, but that's a different perspective to think about. Is we don't always... We like to say we know everything that goes on in their lives, too, and I know there's a community of people out there who are like, you need to respect their privacy, and I get that. Can I just say something real quick? This is not related to this podcast, but those people, you guys need to leave some people alone, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and you can't tell them how to run their Instagram or their Twitter or their social media. You really can't. Like, I respect what you're doing. I do. That you want to respect the player's privacy, but you need to... That's just my opinion. You need to, like, relax. Like, maybe, like, a nice DM just saying, like, hi, this is, like, what I think, and you don't have to abide by my opinion, but, like, you should just try to respect the player. And I get that, but, like, some people need to relax. Because, like, sorry, this is, like, a big tangent right here. But when I started, like, USWNT gay with 2 Y's, with somebody else who dropped out later, I'm not gonna say names. I tagged them on it, and people were like DMing us, and they were like, "Yo, what the hell?" And I was like, "Yo, relax. I'll remove their like tags."
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to fantasize, read fan fiction.
Exactly. I'm like considering writing. I'm considering writing some stuff.
Huh?
I'm considering writing something. I just don't know if I have like. It's not that I don't have the time. I don't know if I have the creativity to do it.
Oh, I did. I just have no way to post them.
Oof. We'll find a way. We'll work on that together.
A3 wouldn't let me post, so...
If you can find a way to get it to me, I'll find a way to make it public, and obviously I'll give you all the credit for it, you know how I go. If I didn't do it, I'll give credit to whoever did do it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, we covered the games. We covered players, but, like, not the players I was gonna talk about. Like,
Go on.
We didn't, like, talk about Rapinoe that much. We talked about Christian a little. We talked about Tobin a little bit, Alex a little bit, and a couple. We should talk about the players when she leaves real quick before we like close this out, I guess.
Okay.
So
wait, I have something to say about Alex.
Go for it.
It's something that I've also posted on my story. At first, when I saw like the special names jerseys, that she had like a wombat on her back. I was like, oh my god, if she scores her 100th goal with this name on her back, it's gonna be epic.
Oh yeah.
And then I thought about it, and I was like, no. Like, you have the people behind your back. You have the people that push you forward, you know? But you're here thanks to you. Mm-hmm. And, like, only you. And you need to have your name on your back.
Yeah.
When you hit that, that's it. And then I got really emotional and posted it on my story.
Yeah, I read that. I love that. That was beautiful, though, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I agree, actually. I was like, personally, and I don't know. I'm kind of like, sometimes I'm selfish, and I think that I'm aware of it. So that sounds cocky and arrogant that I say that I'm aware of it, but I think it's important to know that I'm aware of it. But anyway, I really I thought that was very, very true, and I was like, okay, that's like wicked good to think about that, because everyone's just like, yay, 100th goal, but like, it would mean so much more to you if you did it with your own name and not somebody else's. Like, kudos to the people that inspired you, but there's only one you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now go on. What do you want to say?
I was gonna say Rapinoe played really well in those. I think the MVPs would go out to Rapinoe and Tobin of the whole She Believes tournament, because they were the only two that scored in the tournament, right? I could be wrong.
I'm sorry. What?
Rapinoe and Tobin were the only two that scored in the tournament, right? In the She Believes.
I think. Wow, I don't know.
Who did Christian give? Christian gave an assist to somebody, didn't she? Was that to somebody? Who was that to? Was that a different game?
Yeah, she assisted. Didn't Alex get one?
Yeah, you know what? She did. It was Christian, Alex, and Rapinoe, the only three that scored in the tournament. But Alex was...
Let's see.
You looking it up?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think it was only Christian, Tobin, and Rapinoe, and Alex. Christian, Jesus. I keep getting all these names mixed up. Let me clear my mind. Alright, Rapinoe and Tobin were...
Official Instagram doesn't say anything.
Doesn't say anything?
Let's look on Wikipedia. No, I gotta know.
You got it? Who scored?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying I gotta know.
Oh.
2019.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
You got him?
United States versus England. It was Rapinoe and Heath.
Japan, it was Rapinoe twice.
Versus Brazil.
It was just Tobin.
Brazil was Heath.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just Tobin.
And then Japan, I think.
And it won't show me Japan.
I think it was Rapinoe and I want to say Morgan. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know Tobin didn't score that game.
Wait. Here it is. Yeah, Rapinoe and Morgan.
Okay, so Morgan,
So I got it right.
everyone was like, Morgan, that's her 100th goal, and then the announcer's like, that's her 99th goal, and everyone was like, wait, what? Like, were the numbers mixed up?
99 is a funny number.
Yeah, that was the weirdest moment ever. I was like, wait, I thought she was at 99 already.
No, she was a 98.
Okay.
Which is impressive.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm just pretty sad because I know that I'm not going to be at World Cup this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that I'm never going to see them play at a World Cup.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
And I guess I'll never see them playing, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah, that is. I'm sorry.
Do you think that's the veterans' last World Cup?
I think that's going to be Carly Lloyd's last World Cup.
Yeah, obviously.
I was going to ask about, what do you think about Carly Lloyd this year? And some of the hate that she's been getting on social media. Some of the people, some of the things I've seen and quickly read over was like, why is she still playing? And da-da-da-da-da.
What do you think about it?
I think that if she, now, we did kind of bash Jill in the beginning, and like I said earlier, if she's coached for a reason, and I think that if she picked Carly Lloyd, that she clearly has some sort of ability to pull her up to the National League. Now, here's my thing, is that, yeah, she's playing, and I think she's playing because everyone knows this is going to be her last year there. I think the reason she got pulled up wasn't so much for her ability to play right now. I think it's for the reason that she can inspire some of the younger players on the team, maybe like Davidson, who just came out of college and just went right up.
Oh my god, I love him so much. I'm sorry.
So that's kind of what I think, and I think people need to stop hating on her, because even if she's not playing her best to her best ability, she's gotten older, and everyone changes with time. And no, soccer is a team sport, but like you gotta respect it, and the respect
also,
that
she
talent.
moved like to a non-position from a 10 position because she's not who she used to be, and it happened to Abby Wambach as well.
Yeah, I think people just need to stop hating on her. It's kind of ridiculous. That's just
I agree.
That's my opinion on it. And people will probably be like in the comments like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And she's like, "She shouldn't be playing," and da 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 da. But you can't say my opinion's wrong because it's my opinion, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion anyway.
Maybe there are times she shouldn't be playing, but I don't know. It's not my decision to make.
No, it's not mine either. I respect Carly Lloyd.
Yeah.
So
I'd hope to see Andy Sullivan do better because I really liked her on the Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
And once she went pro, she's kind of...
Is she any good?
Kind of, I don't know. What?
How's she playing when she went pro? I didn't see this.
She's not standing out.
Mm-hmm. She was like great in the... So was she like great in the college, and then when she got up, she wasn't as good?
She's really good. She's just, I don't know, she's not something special anymore, and I'd really like to see her step up her game because she gets the call-ups.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not getting playing time.
Part of that's practice, I think. But like, to make a reference to a different sport, men's college basketball, there was a player named Bill Lambier who played for, not Bill Lambier, Christian Laettner. Sorry, Bill Lambier is some totally different basketball player. Played for Duke. He was amazing, and he was drafted D1. I mean, not D1. He was drafted first overall pick, got to the NBA, and was just terrible because he just couldn't compete at that level. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with her, but maybe she's just not used to the style of playing. Maybe, it could be a matter of different factors.
Absolutely. I just want to see her get better.
Of course.
And more chances.
Naturally. So I think that kind of... You think we're good? I think we got enough. We've got about 38 minutes. So let's just close...
Enough of me stuttering.
Me too. So to close this out, I am Heath17bar. I want to say your Instagram username.
I'm Santa Davidson 10.
Yup. And that concludes our very first podcast for the USWNT. And the reason... I just want to say this real quick before we completely close it. The reason I made this podcast is because there are so many other podcasts for men's sports and different sports, and there's not really one for women's soccer. And I was like, well, you know what? They deserve one. Let's make this happen. Hopefully, like, not everyone copies me. Like, it's great. Like, great if other people are making podcasts. I'm totally okay with that. Obviously, like, good. But, like, I want to say that someone might have come up with the idea before me, but I actually did it. I know how selfish that sounds, but...
It was great.
Yeah, it was great talking with you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. Alright, so follow us on Instagram. We're out.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.